So we are solving problem number 415 of the Java MOOC course named statistics. So it is divided into 4 parts. So let's begin with the first part, count. All it has to do is to create a class statistics with the following functionality: add number and a get count. So these are the two methods, and add number has a parameter number of type integer and a get count. All get count does is count the numbers of numbers added. So here we can see add number has been done 4 times. So we have input 4 different numbers. So the final count should be 4. All this is to be done. So let's solve the first part. So we are under the public class statistics. First of all, let's create variable and get a constructor to initialize our instance variable. This dot count equals to 0. Right. After that, public void with one instance variable, that is number, and another method get count. In order to get the count, all it has to do is return count variable, and I think that's done. So how are we getting the count? It is simple. Every time this function gets called, or this method gets called, all we have to do is go into our main program and let's see. Okay, we have a main program given here, so I'm simply popping this out, and that has been created and method has been called 4 times. Let's play this and see. It's the output. So yeah, we get a count 4. So we have successfully solved the first part of the problem. Moving on to the second, we have to calculate the sum and average. So we have to expand the same statistics class, adding 2 different methods, sum and the average. So sum is of type integer and average is of type double. So, and also new instance variable sum has been introduced. So let's do it. So int sum have a int sum supposed to return sum, but this sum object, so this dot sum a double this calculates the average. Oh, double. Okay, good. Okay, I'm missing one more bracket. Okay. Go on to the problem. Yeah, public average. So all it does is to print the count, sum, and average. So I've already printed count. Let's copy this code as well, because it's the same codes that we're going to do. At the end, now we have to calculate the sum and average. So let's see how are we going to achieve it. So we have to return something here. So how are we going to calculate the sum? Very simple. This parameter. And how are we calculate the average? Average is simply calculating the sum divided by return this divided by this sum is also of type integer and this count is also of type integer, right? But this is a double, so integer divided by integer is always an integer. In order to solve that, let's just use that we know of, multiplied by floating number, and we might just get the answer now. Let's just play this and hope it's correct. So we have 4, 11, and 2.75. Are our outputs correct? Yeah, we are getting 4, 11, and 2.75. Okay. Now, moving on to the third part, some of the user input. Up until now, we have been providing the numbers for ourselves, like 3, 5, 1, and 2. But now, the program asks the user for numbers until the user hits negative of 1. So the program will then provide the sum of them. Okay. Now, we have done this in the earlier part of the Java MOOC course. So let's just solve the problem. So first of all, already a scanner is defined, and also the util scanner has been imported. So an object has been created. So let me just comment this part for a while, and let's just file use a loop problems, right? So dot back of dot next number equals to negative of 1. All we have to do print the sum and break, right? So sum and the loop. Not what we have to do is we have to call add number method. Instead of adding number, we are simply providing this number right here. So does this work? Well, let's check it out. This works. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's stop this. How do I stop this? Am I hitting close? Maybe. But before this, let me print a line. So let's try and run this. Hope everything goes well. Numbers. So let's enter 4, 5, the sums for 9, and 1, 10. Now let's take negative of. Yes, sum of 10 has been provided. Let's do it 4, 2, 5, 4, and negative of 1. Let's run it again. 4, 2, 5, 4, and negative of. Wait, 4, 2, 5, 4, 1. 4, 2, 5, 4, and negative of 1. Let's do this again. We have solved the third part of the problem as well. Now, moving on to the fourth part. Now, what does the fourth part ask us to do? Change the previous program so that it also covers the sum of even and odd numbers. Now, we also have to calculate the sum of even and odd numbers, right? Define 3 statistics objects in the program. Is the first to calculate the sum of all numbers, which we have done currently. The second to calculate the sum of even number, and the third to calculate sum of odd numbers. For the test to work, the objects must be created in the main program in the order they were mentioned above. That is, all, even, and then odd. First, objects all numbers, then even, and then finally the odd numbers. Do not change the statistic class in any way. The program should work as follows. So, well, how are we going to do that? So if our numbers are this, so our even numbers 4, 2, and 4, 4, 2, and 2, that gives us 8, and odd is just a single 5. Okay, let's try and solve this. So let's create another 2 objects. And sum. Oh, sorry. are we going to calculate even and the odd sum? I think it's pretty simple, right? So for that, we do need to make some changes here, but the question asks us to not to change statistics class in any way. Hmm. How are we going to achieve? Now, since we're not allowed to make changes here, well, let's see if we can distinguish even and odd numbers. The only place that I get we could extract the even from odds is under this step right here. So all we have to do is this step must be done no matter if it's even or odd. The number modulus 2 is better than it's an even number, right? All we have to do is call the method add number. So, but our method, our object now is not the statistics, but this sum at number. And the number is number. Done. Pretty much it. So what should the output look like? Output should just look like this. So we have to print it out. So if it's number 1, we are doing the same thing right here. So we're not printing statistics.sum, but we are printing even sum.sum and odd sum. I think this should pretty much be accountable. Let's try and run this program. Okay, the numbers 4, 2, 5, and yeah, we're getting 13, we're getting 8, and we're getting 5. 13, 8, and 5. I think that pretty much solves the problem. And if we hit an on comment, solve all the 4 parts, let's try and submit this. Oh, wow, some tests did fail on the server, but which test? Let's identify. The average should be 0 in the beginning. Oh, wait. Let's see. It says that, okay, this one, right? It says that the average method tells the average of the numbers added. The average of an empty number static object is 0. Oh, so maybe I haven't checked that condition. Let's go. Oh, okay, so for this, all I have to do is if print is uh, 0, the program has a line that prints sum of even numbers. Okay. Okay. I have done it. Okay, so this should be printed as like sum of even numbers and sum of odd numbers. So let's do that. sum of um, now it's solved. Wait, but is the average one solved? Okay, yeah, average one has been solved. Hmm. I think this should finalize our problem. It's taking a while. Wait, what? Still something is missing. What is missing? Your program must use statistics type variable for calculating the sums of total, even and odd numbers. The program must create the objects in the following order. First, the object that tracks the total sum. Okay, this tracks the total sum, this even and this odd, right? Don't add anything else that user inputted numbers to the statistics object. Okay, so we should not add this. Okay, let's just see if this is result. I'm not anyone is used as the ending character, and it should not be added in the sum of error for user input to negative one. Okay, I think. Oh, but this is all. Okay, thanks